What's going on, guys? It's Dylan. Welcome back to another Bakugan video. Today I finally have it. We have some Bakugan Armored Alliance. Found this yesterday while I was out hunting for Bakugan. I'm really excited to get this open. This is a Bakugan BAKU-GEAR pack. So this comes with a Chaos Pegatrix, an Aurelus Dragonoid, the Aurelus BAKU-GEAR, Aquos Howlkor Ultra, and then a Darkus Hydrus. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into this. So what we're going to do first is we're going to actually take a look at the packaging. Since it is new, there's a lot of stuff that's different about the packaging from Battle Planet, and I didn't really touch on that when I was at the event. So first things first, as you can see, there's the Armored Alliance logo. You got the Bakugan that are in the pack there. And this is the Dragonoid Ultra and Howlkor Ultra pack. So those are the two Ultras, and then on the back you'll see that it shows the other two. So it's not really like a mystery Bakugan like it was before. Now you know exactly what the pack's coming with. So there's Dragonoid, Core Pegatrix, Core Hydrus, and then Howlkor. Then right there you can see what the contents of the box are going to be. It has 4 character cards, 4 ability cards, and 8 cores. And then there's a couple more products down there, which is the case and the battle arena. On the side there you get a picture of the Bakugan that comes with it, and then it basically just says that there's a lot of Baku-GEAR to collect. And then on this side also just says take Brawling to the next level. And that is pretty much it for the packaging. There's really nothing else that's different. It doesn't I like the packaging a lot better than I like than Battle Planet's. Here's an example. This is just an empty box that I have laying around, so just the comparison there. I don't know what it is. I like the gray and the red contrast. I think it looks good. But anyway, enough of the box. You guys are here to see the contents of the box. So yeah, let's bust this open. Here we go. Nothing left in the box. And then here's the layout, what comes out of the box. So you have everything that's shown, and then you got all the extra stuff up here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the cards and everything that comes inside. And mind you, when I was at the event, we didn't get any Aurelus Bakugan. So this is going to be the first Aurelus first Aurelus Armored Alliance Bakugan that I own. So really excited about that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch camera angles, so I'll be right back with you guys in a sec. Okay, so here we got everything out of the package. So we got the cards and the Baku cores. So the first thing we're gonna go through are actually gonna be the cards. So here is the character card for Pegatrix. Has 400 B power and 5 damage. Dragonoid Ultra, which has 500 B power and 1 damage, and then if you land on the double helix, you get plus 6 damage. Aquos Howlkor Ultra, 700 B power and 1 damage. And lastly, we got Darkus Hydrus, which is 400 B power and 5 damage. And as you can tell, all these new Armored Alliance cards all have the faction symbol at the bottom. And I was told by some of the Spin Master reps that that's to coincide with the faction symbols on the Bakugan. And all they said was that faction symbols are playing a big part in the next wave of Bakugan, and take that as you will. I don't think it means anything super important. I just think they're implementing the faction symbols in more ways. So there's all those. And then next we have, these are all gear cards. Okay, so the first Baku-GEAR we have is Bolt Blow. Costs 2 energy to play, gives your Bakugan plus 100 B power and plus 2 Frost Strike. Next we have Silent Spears, which is 5 energy, and it gives your Bakugan plus 500 B power. Here you have Aquo Greaves, costs 5 energy to play, gives your Bakugan plus 200 B power and plus 4 damage, and it also gives your Bakugan a plus 4 Frost Strike. And lastly we have Dark Helm, which you guys have seen on this channel. This is costs 3 energy to play, gives your Bakugan plus 200 B power and plus 2 damage. So those are all the cards that came in this pack. Next, let's get into the Baku cores. So the first core we have here is a green fist. Let's see, gives your Bakugan +3 damage. Next we have the shield, magic shield, +650 B power. Another green fist, +50 B, +1 damage, and it costs 2 energy less to play your BAKU-GEAR. Next we have a shield, which is +400 B power for Aquos and Darkus. We have another fist, +100 B power for Darkus and +100 B power, and then for Darkus and Aquos it's +3 damage. Next we have a double helix, +400 B power and -1 damage, and it also costs 1 energy less to play a BAKU-GEAR. We have a flame fist, +5 damage. And lastly we have our regular shield, which is +250 B power and -1 energy cost for your BAKU-GEAR. So the new Baku cores look amazing. You can definitely tell they took some heavy inspiration from Takara Tomy, and I'm really glad they did because I love the look of those Baku cores, and honestly I think these look amazing. So great job to Spin Master on that part. Oh, and the cards, the back of the cards, everything looks the same, so nothing different there. Alright, now let's go ahead and get into the Bakugan. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out of the packaging, and I will be right back with you guys after that's done. Alright guys, so here we have all the Bakugan laid out on the mat. As you can see, we got the BAKU-GEAR in the middle. We got Hydrus, Pegatrix, Howlkor, and Dragonoid. So let's go ahead and take a look at this core Hydrus. Big improvement, I believe, in my opinion, from the last core Hydrus. In fact, let me go get some Bakugan so we can draw some comparisons real quick. So I went into my collection and I pulled out some of the same Bakugan that are here, just to draw some comparisons of the new ones and the old ones. So the first one being Darkus Hydrus. As you can tell, there's definitely more of a main look in the new Hydrus. I think it looks better than before. You see more detail for the, like I said, for the main, and the face mold is way better as well. There's the difference right there, no faction symbol. So that is Darkus Hydrus, and that is basically it is a huge difference between those two. So here's the rest of the body. There's his B power. So it looks really good. Next, that is also a huge difference, is the core Pegatrix. Now this is a huge difference once again from the previous Pegatrix, which you guys all know and love. So huge difference. I think, in my opinion, much better molding. The head sculpts look great. The only downside with this one is I think the head sculpt is a little too small for the body, but that's just me. Other than that, not really too many complaints from me. But yeah, big difference. I honestly think the Armored Alliance Bakugan look way better. Yeah, so there's that comparison. Now let's take a look at Pegatrix by itself. There's the faction symbol on the front, and then down here you can see the B power. So 400 right there. For the next comparison, let's take a look at the Howlkor Ultra, which I don't know how I feel about this guy. I think that the original was good, although this one does now have a core Bakugan as well, which before it didn't. It didn't have a core Bakugan at all. It was only an Ultra, so I didn't have it in Aquos, but here is Howlkor Ultra in Ventus compared to the new one. And after looking at it like side by side, I think I like the new one a lot better, and I think it's going to close way easier. I had a lot of issues with all of my Howlkor Ultras with closing. And I don't know, the new one just looks better. Once again though, the head seems a little bit small, but that's just some small gripes from me. Overall, it looks really good. Let's see, there's the faction symbol right there, and the B power is right on the bottom. 700. And then get some looks at its head. Heads, multiple. Some great detail for some small heads. But yeah, all these I believe are anime accurate. Meaning that I think this is how they look in the anime. Well, so. And lastly, here we have our Aurelus Dragonoid Ultra, which features that new metallic gold paint and the new metallic silver paint, which looks fantastic. I love the paint on this guy. And I also brought out a comparison with the core Dragonoid, because I didn't have the Ultra. But you could definitely tell the color in the silver paint is definitely, it's more shiny, more metallic. And then the gold paint as the cherry on top looks phenomenal. I love the gold. And it's going to be like this on all Aurelus Bakugan. Every Aurelus Bakugan is going to have that gold paint, the gold metallic paint with the silver paint as well. Looks amazing. And they still got the black accenting too, which I really appreciate because I thought that looked amazing. And then here we have the gear. The BAKU-GEAR, the gear that everyone's been talking about, the new gimmick. So, let me just say firsthand, I love the addition of BAKU-GEAR. I think that it's implemented into the game rather flawlessly. And well, maybe not flawlessly, but it is good. I like the way they implemented it. And let me just tell you straight up, I really enjoyed Battle Gear as well when it first came out. So I have really no complaints, and I think that it looks great. And like I said, you don't need the actual BAKU-GEAR toys to play them in the game, which is another big upside. So as you see, there's little peg holes on the side of Dragonoid's wings there. These are on all new Armored Alliance Bakugan, so you can, like on cores too. So that way, if you wanted to use this BAKU-GEAR with a core Bakugan, you literally just put the pieces that go in the peg holes. Even though it can't hold the main piece, it could still hold the peg hole piece. So you can plug it into the side there and still use it as a BAKU-GEAR in the game if you wanted to. Or there's even one on the back here, so if you wanted to do that. Like, it's basically the same thing. I don't know, I love it. I really enjoy the BAKU-GEAR. And that's the thing they said at the event. The best part about this is having the magnets on different places with the Ultra Bakugan. So, like with this Howlkor Ultra, it's still compatible. Like, you can use this on older Bakugan. It's not like the old Battle Gear where there were peg holes and you can only use those on those Bakugan. You can use these on pretty much every Bakugan that has come out so far that has a magnet in a decent place. Like, putting this on Trox, on the old Trox Ultra, it would not work out very well because it's right under his chin, and it would look kind of goofy. But overall, I mean, the look of the BAKU-GEAR looks amazing. The same gold and silver paint that's on the Bakugan themselves. Looks very, very good. There's the symbol, and then to close it, just folds up like so. And there is your BAKU-GEAR. And here are the two little blaster pieces. With the looks like it has some translucent black paint or gray paint with the metallic gold. Looks awesome. Alright, so now that we're done taking that lengthy look at all the comparisons and the Bakugan themselves, let's go ahead and close them up into their ball forms and take a look at those. Okay, so here are all the Bakugan closed up. So let's take a look at Hydra's real quick. Looks very good. This faction symbol. Next we've got Pegatrix. And that's another thing now, the arrows on the Bakugan are actually colored in, so you can find them a lot easier. And that was another thing that I actually just recently noticed. So, there is Pegatrix. Next we have Howlkor, which closing this guy was a million times easier than closing this guy. I promise. It was really, really easy to close. And I think that was another thing. They managed to make these look more complex while also making them easier to close. Like, I don't know how they did it, but they did an amazing job. Spin Master, props to you. Faction symbol right there. Alright, and lastly, we have our Aurelus Dragonoid. Has that beautiful gold and silver paint to accent. And on Dragonoid Ultra, there are no longer those side wings or fins or whatever you want to call them to close this guy. It is almost perfectly round minus these two pieces right here. Looks phenomenal. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get in some quick slow-mo shots. Armored Alliance video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like more Bakugan videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Click the notification bell so you know whenever I upload. I'll see you guys next time.